I am a broken human being, which is why as I was growing up, I watched a lot of YouTubers, I think to try to fill the void in my heart. One of which was the YouTuber Anna Akana. She posts a lot of very informational YouTube videos that also have a very entertaining spin to them. I remember I started watching her YouTube videos I think around 2013 when I was 14 years old and in high school. So obviously, you know, I was in like a very vulnerable point in my life. I was still like learning a lot of things and trying to figure out a whole bunch of things. So Anna Akana's YouTube videos have always been very helpful to me while also having somewhat of a comedic spin to them. And besides being a prolific YouTuber, Anna Akana also does a whole bunch of other talented things. Whether it's acting in movies like Ant-Man, or writing some very meaningful music, and also performing stand-up. So I was very excited when I learned that Anna Akana would be performing here in Honolulu, Hawaii on December 11th, 2024. Funnily enough, December 11th was the day after my family and I came home from our trip to California. So basically, I flew back home from California and then about 24 hours later went to go see Anna Akana. She was performing at the Blue Note here in Hawaii, and I'm not gonna lie, like obviously look at me, I stay at home and play video games, like that is my ideal weekend. So going out to this venue that I've never been to was definitely, I felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb. In any case, it was really cool to see both Anna Akana and her opener, Jen Sturger. She was super duper awesome, like did a whole bunch of crowd work. It was, you know, very just fun and funny. I very much enjoyed her opener. It was really cool. And then actually seeing Anna Akana in person, I think I talk about this a lot whenever I go see like live shows and then, you know, I see people who I've known like growing up and stuff. But it's really a surreal moment to, you know, see someone who you've watched on a screen for so long, or, you know, whether you've like listened to the music or whatever, just to like be in the same room. Like I felt the same way when I saw Avenged Sevenfold, even though that was, you know, many feet apart from Avenged Sevenfold. It was just cool to kind of like be in the moment and be in the same room. And Anna Akana is like so funny, very similar to her YouTube videos. I think she's just a natural storyteller. I think it's really incredible that some people are just kind of like gifted with that, where the way that she tells her jokes and tells her stories, it feels just, yeah, so natural. I can't think of another word besides just natural. Like you can't tell that, you know, this is something that she's performed many times. Like it just feels like she's just telling a story to the audience. And she does also talk about, you know, mental health after her sister unfortunately took her own life. So as the title of the tour suggests, it gets darker. It is kind of like darker humor, you know, about death and trying to make light and jokes about that. So after the show, I was very excited because I had purchased the meet and greet tickets, and that was something that I was, you know, very much looking forward to because, I don't know, I like to collect pictures of me and like my favorite artists. So I go and line up, you know, outside of the green room where Anna Akana was. I remember I was like the first person in line, so, you know, very stressed, very nervous. And I have to say that Anna Akana was like one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, definitely in terms of, you know, like celebrity status. I feel like I've only experienced this a few times where, you know, I'll meet someone who like I watched for a long time and they will just be like so excited and so, you know, welcoming that it makes me feel like they may be mixing me up with somebody. Like, do they think that they know who I am? And definitely, you know, with Anna Akana, I felt that way because she was like very thankful that I came to her show, and like it felt like I was, you know, seeing a friend or something, not in a parasocial way, but she was just very welcoming and very kind. I wanted to talk to her about how I interned at a local film festival here, and while I was interning at that film festival, they actually screened a film that she was starring in called Go Back to China. So I had a chance to watch that and, you know, I really enjoyed it. And at that time, I think it was like 2019, she had this service, you know, I think a lot of like celebrities do this where they post like a phone number on Instagram and you can actually text the phone number and possibly get in touch with whoever posted it. So back when I was interning at this film festival that was screening Go Back to China, I had messaged that phone number and asked Anna Akana if she would want to come to this film festival. I remember that she actually replied that she couldn't make it. And to this day, I don't know if that was actually Anna Akana writing that. I like to believe so. But in any case, you know, when I actually met Anna Akana in person, I brought up that I worked at this film festival that showed her film that she was in. And honestly, I can't remember much of what I said or even honestly what she said. I get very nervous in social situations, especially when it's like social situations that I'm really looking forward to or just like that I'm, you know, very nervous about. But the main thing that stuck out to me and that I'll always remember is just how kind she was. She was just super duper nice. We took some pictures and it was really, really nice. She was just super duper kind. Like, I can't say that enough. Just the nicest person ever. Oh yeah, and then I posted the picture on Instagram and Threads and she actually replied to me, so that was also very nice. Yeah, I think it's just really cool to, you know, like meet your quote-unquote heroes or whatever. And I think it's just really awesome that, you know, Anna Akana is super duper nice. Like, I feel like just as nice, if not nicer than you would guess that she is based on her videos and stuff. So that was definitely a highlight for me from 2024. Oh yeah, and then afterwards, I went to go buy a poster from the merch table. And while I was there, I actually ran into Anna Akana's parents, who are like a big part of her stand-up. And I had like a really just like short conversation with them. Like, they were asking me how I liked the show. I was standing in line and Anna Akana's mom was behind me. Like, I offered to let her go before me. So they were just very sweet and it was really cool to meet them as well. And hey, if you want to hear more of my stories about meeting my heroes, check out the video below. Let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite Anna Akana project is. But for now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Chase and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.